Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, whether it's an old one or a new one. Here are readings for more or less December. These energies are coming in with the sun in Sagittarius, and it's already there. So whenever you watch it, it's probably a good time for you to watch it. This time I'm using 3 decks. The Silver Witchcraft Tarot deck for general reading, Mariel Tarot, only major arcanas for the general energy for each sign, and Witches Tarot as a modifier. I will only choose 1 card for each decan of the sign, which is a novelty. So, that's it. And now, onto your reading. Enjoy. Hello Taurus, here's a reading for you for more or less December 2017. Whenever you watch it is probably the best time for you to watch it. First, I will draw 1 card from Mariel Tarot deck. I only chose major arcana, so 1 major arcana for Taurus. Please guide me. You have the Empress, which is the card of Venus, which is your planet. So the energy of beauty, creativity, fertility, femininity, abundance. Beautiful, beautiful card. She's pregnant with apples. She also has this little baby on her back, and she carries it, ready to act. Beautiful. Okay, so that's your main energy for the month. I'm gonna put it here. Okay. Now, several cards from this deck. It's already shuffled. I will just cut it. Please guide me for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, December 2017. All right. We'll see what's up there soon. And I also want to draw 3 cards, 3 modifiers from this deck. As you perhaps know, each zodiac sign is divided into 3 decans that are made up of 10 days. So the first decan is the first 10 days of Taurus. The second decan is next 10 days of Taurus. And the third decan is next 10 days. So if you were born in April, you're in the first decan. If you were born at the beginning of May, from May the 2nd to May the 12th, maybe, something like that, you're the second decan. And then for those born in the middle of May, between the 10th and 20th, more or less, depending on the year, you are in the third decan till the end of the sign of Taurus. Okay, so 3 modifiers for Tauruses. Please guide me for Taurus. The first decan has King of Wands, the second decan has the Star, and the third decan has 9 of Wands. Okay, beautiful energies for you so far. Okay. And these will modify the reading a little bit for you. Let's look at your card right in the middle. You have the Empress. All cards are upside down, but it doesn't matter. The High Priestess. So you have two very feminine cards, feminine major arcanas as main forces. High Priestess is very much about intuition and being connected to this, what is unseen, what is unknown, but what can be felt. This is water, and water is life. So she's connected with life, but with her foot. So it's not something very, visible. It's not that you see, oh, you're connected with life. This foot may be hidden beneath the gown, beneath the clothes. Perhaps you don't see it. So there's a sense of mystery here, but also the sense of deeper feeling. Okay? She knows. She already knows everything. She has this book of mysteries on her lap. She has it closed here, but it doesn't mean she hasn't read this. Oh, she did. She has. It's the first time I see it. Mushrooms here. So in the darkness, she's quite different than the Empress. The Empress is very much in the light, working beneath, under the sun. Okay, let's look at other energies. The main outer influence in your life, death. Almost everyone has death somewhere in the reading. Death is a great transformation energy. People are often afraid of death, but death may be something very beautiful. Usually, as a result of this transformation, we have something beautiful. The caterpillar turns into a butterfly. So the transformation is profound. And this is what's so scary about death. That when the caterpillar goes into a cocoon, what occurs inside, but we don't see it, is total disintegration of her body and reformulation in a totally different body. So, in a way, it ceases to exist. It ceases to exist, but from the other point of view, you can see the unbelievable wisdom and magic of this process. How can it be that it's transformed so totally? What's the knowledge in those cells that they know how to recreate a totally different creature? This is the mystery of death. And you, as a high priestess, may be capable of understanding it this month. What's coming to the past? The Tower. The Tower is a very destructive but also very creative force. The main characteristic of this energy is immense power and inevitability of it. It comes with no mercy. It acts like the laws of physics. It doesn't ask you if she can. if it can. It just happens. Because those are the laws of physics. Something cannot stand here. So you experienced this. I also read this card very often as expansion, most of all, because this is the Mars. So you have Venus, and to the past, Mars. Mars is going to the past. This expansive force. That's why Mars is called the god of war. But the core meaning of Mars is more expansion, changing your boundaries, enlarging your state of what you have, of what you possess. That's why sometimes I see the Tower as a great force of freedom. When you're closed in something that is too small for you, then the Tower emerges. The power of turning your prison into ruins and building something better. But of course, the Tower can be a painful experience, especially that we don't expect it. So there is this change here. Death and Tower, these are two different kinds of changes. And I don't agree with someone I knew about the way they occur in time, that the death after Tower is worse than Tower after death. It really doesn't matter. These are all processes after all. And death is, or seems to be, more profound and long-lasting process. It's slow. The Tower is sudden. It's quite sudden, although it may build up, this energy may build up for many years. But still, deep understanding of these processes is what you can have this month. What's the weakness? What's the challenge? Page of Pentacles. Staying grounded. Knowing what you have, knowing where you are, knowing where you stand, knowing your own worth. Also being willing to learn, to make small steps, to see reality as it is. That's the challenge. What's the answer to this challenge? How to cope with it? With Six of Chalices, which for me is mostly the card about emotional harmony. It is often called the card of nostalgia and thinking of the past and feeling the past. It can also be the answer. Perhaps the answer is in your past. Perhaps there is something you've already encountered in your life. You've already experienced something in your life that can make you feel better about this inability to stay grounded. Remember how it was. You may feel shaken, I feel, after all these changes, or being within these changes, not really knowing what to do. Where am I? Who am I? As I've changed. But for the first decan, I feel you already possess it, you already own it, you already know what to do with it. With the second decan, with the Star, you're in the process of healing. You feel that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you're going to see the solution soon. You're already feeling better. Perhaps those from the third decan has the most difficult energy here. You feel that you must stand these processes a little longer, but you don't know how much longer, and you don't really know how much strength do you have. Will you stand your ground here? You may be already tired or wounded or disheartened, but stay. Defend what you have. Go deep into this transformation, because as every and each process, it has its end, finally. But now you need to stand your ground. What's your strength? The Justice card. So balancing and being fair with what you do, with what you say. But I feel more there's this deep feeling of right proportions that is unshaken here. When I said you may feel shaken, you might have lost ground beneath your feet here. But deep inside of you, you still know what's right and what's wrong, what's dark and what's light, where to put the stress, what's most important or what's more important, how to balance it all. You know it. That's your strength. What to focus on? The Nine of Wands. So for those of you who are still struggling, I feel this is just a reminder. You're doing well. Some of you may already feel the tension is receding. It's getting smaller. But for those of you who don't feel it yet, this card is saying stay true to yourself, stay loyal, stay strong. The end is near. The end of this change, this profound change. You need to last in this. And you're performing very well if you have doubts. This is the card that one of my decks calls the Eye of Fire. So whatever you do, whatever you're coming through, you're doing great. This is very high performance. Okay? Of course, we all know that you cannot perform everything on high level for a very long period of time. You will need rest. But now you need to withstand. Taurus. Okay, and the last card is the Vista, or the result, or an advice, or a view over it, the final card. And you have Knight of Chalices. So, I usually don't see it like that, but here I feel you need to express your feelings. That this situation, this energy needs a valve to balance it out. This is expressing feelings very often in a creative way, and the Empress is definitely helping it. But you need to, to withdraw, or rather draw out some power of this system to make it less dense, to make it more wearable, to make it softer, because I feel the pressure is great here, and what you need is to make it a little lower. And when we look at the system with water inside, what we need to do is to release some steam when it's too hot, when the tension, when the pressure is too big. So release some steam, release some water, and water is feelings. That's why I say you need to draw it out of the system, draw it out of you. So say it, sing it, paint it, run it. However, whatever you choose, each and every way is right. Just, pull it out of you. Release some steam. I feel I should choose one card from the shamanic healing oracle, because I feel this is tough. So please show me one card for Taurus, for this situation. What does Taurus need to know about it? Feminine energy you have. As I said, feminine, the Empress, the High Priestess. These are all feminine energies. Let's look. Darkness, the moon, the tides. The quiet gestation before the chaos, the void. These are all aspects of feminine energy, passive, waiting, gestating and nurturing. It is the opposite of the prior card. The prior card is masculine energy. So very different, yet the perfect companion. Perhaps you have yet to find your feminine side. The life you are leading right now has given you opportunities to embrace this part of you. But between the two opposing energies, feminine energy is the harder one to embrace. It requires trust and lack of fear. Trust that all is as it should be, in the absence of the fear of things not getting done. Perhaps in the past you had been hurt when you were embracing your feminine energy, physically or mentally. This was the free will of the person who hurt you. It was not caused by being who you are. Do not let the actions of another dictate who you need to be. Examine your feminine side. Become friends with her again. Alternately, this card represents an important woman in the seeker's life. So, whatever works for you, take from this card. Feminine energy, very important for you in the month of December. Okay, Taurus, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. May the universe bless you, and see you next month.